Family, I'm hearing the rumblings being talked about in the backdrop of there being a looming recession on the way that's going to hit. Now, if this was done under the Democrats' watch, I'll be addressing the Democrats. But since this is being done on the Republicans' watch, I got to be fair and unjust in my treatment in terms of who I deliver the smoke to and, favor of keeping my scales balanced. I got to keep my scales balanced at the end of the day. So anyone is entitled to this smoke. And today I'm bringing the smoke to the Republican Party. This is why I say to hell with both of these two particular parties, because both of them practice anti-black racism and take up an anti-black stance on things, turning a blind eye to foundational black Americans' needs, business, and interests, in favor of aligning their pockets. This is why I say to hell with them both, and the system must be destroyed and rebuilt, because to me, you can't affect true change to a system that was based off of racism, white supremacy to begin with. This just isn't going to happen by any means. You got to destroy and rebuild and enact a new system that is based off of freedom, justice, and equality for everyone, not just a select group of people from the dominant white society getting looked out for and coddled and pampered. Everything's so high now in this damn economy. The influx and rent prices going through this roof. Food prices, your bills is going through this roof in terms of gas and electric. Even the gas to operate your motor vehicle is going through the roof. And this is just a bunch of nonsense. And if you ask me, Trump had done not a damn thing since coming into office, to get the economy better like he promised. And only thing he's done is, get out this mass, illegal immigration, which is a good thing. But in terms of getting this damn economy back to a reasonable living condition, he ain't done it. That's fell upon deaf ears. He ain't done what he said he was going to do. Now, some will say, he needs time, this, that, or the other. And you can miss me with that, because he had all the time in the world, and the number one tactic of these damn, politicians is, the number one attribute of a politician is, lying. They'll get out here and talk a good game, but when it really gets down to the nitty gritty, not a damn one of them produce. And I was laser focused on the Democrats when they were in office, and displaying their anti-black racism and things that they weren't putting forth. So I got to be fair and unjust in my treatment. So I'm laser focused now on the Republican Party. They're not doing the damn thing they promised since coming into office, but getting out mass deportation. And I got the audio and the video of this looming recession being talked about, and we're gonna walk through it and talk about it how we normally do, family. Fair use.
From Fox, I'm Andy Mack. Earlier today, in an interview on Fox News, President Trump downplayed economic concerns, calling this, quote, a period of transition. This a post from the Wall Street Journal saying President Trump.
And don't nobody hop in my comments talking about Democrats, Republicans, caping for either of these two damn particular parties, because I'm not for either one of these particular political parties. In fact, I'm for black empowerment first and foremost. That's the only thing I'm for, seeing foundational black Americans get our just due leg up in the form of cash reparations, right along with everything else we entitled to for our ancestors building this nation. But let's continue.
Trump declined to rule out that the U.S. economy would enter a recession, saying that his sweeping economic agenda could cause short-term turbulence that he believed.
And when Trump was asked about this, this looming, recession being talked about, he did a bunch of explaining, stumbling and fumbling, because like I said, the number one attribute, on the right side or the left side of a politician is lying. They'll tell, you anything you want to hear, they'll tell you things, just to keep you going on and make you think you're going to get something. In all actuality, they're going to produce not a damn thing, neither one of these two particular parties. And I think that some of our people, I'm talking about black people now, we got to get off this kick where we looking for, the right side or the left side to empower black people when ain't no one going to empower black people but ourselves. If we want saving, we must save ourselves. We must do for self, because ain't anyone going to give black empowerment to black people but us. But let's continue.
Would drive future prosperity. Let's take you out to this segment earlier today on Fox News.
You inherited a mess, and you said that the other night.
I've only been here.
But are you expecting a recession this year?
I hate to predict things like that. There is a period of transition, because what we're doing.
A period of transition, my ass. A bunch of explaining. He said that things was going to get better, in terms of the economy, getting it back to a better livable condition, which hasn't happened. In my book, the only thing this man has done, is get out mass immigration, illegal immigration, which is a good thing, but that ain't enough to move me. This damn economy is way unlivable. They making it difficult for the working, taxpayer citizens that get up and go to work every day. They making it hard for them to put food on the table, which is a bunch of nonsense to me. And this is regardless of race, color, and creed. Everyone is having a hard time right now if you're a taxpaying citizen, here in America. And this is a bunch of nonsense. While they getting rich, on the right side and the left side off of our hard-working tax-paying dollars. But let's continue.
Doing is very big. We're bringing wealth back to America. That's a big thing. And there are always periods of, it takes a little time. It takes a little time.
A little time, my ass, but let's continue.
But I think it should be great for us. I mean, I think it should be great. It's going to be great ultimately for the farmer. Don't forget, I made the deal with China on a farmers where they had to buy $50 billion worth of product. $50 billion.
I just want to bring this to the family's attention, to put out there in the lexicon, of stop, some of our people that are doing this, suspect the right side or the left side to give black empowerment when neither one of them is going to produce, black empowerment for us. This is something that must be done through self. We must look in the mirror, and do for self, But, I was laser focused on the Democrat Party, and displaying what they wasn't doing in terms of black society. Now my focus has shifted and I'm laser focused on, the Republican Party because they ain't doing, nor will they do in my book, a damn thing for foundational black Americans. Just my thoughts on the matter. But, stop looking so much to, the right side or the left side to do in terms of black empowerment when we got to look in the mirror and do for self. Peace.